How do you feel? Are you good? Are you
I'm
comfortable?
good. I'm good.
You
I thought I
got.
was gonna be way more nervous than I am, but I'm good.
Why would you be nervous? What makes you nervous about podcasting, Jolang? Tell me.
Just being on camera and just like knowing that you just gonna speak your real.
You are.
Yeah.
And before we get deep into conversation, let me remind you. Well, let me remind myself to introduce my guest. This is Ariana Hewing,
Hi.
who has been my best friend slash sister for like, what is it, like 20 plus years now?
Holy smokes.
This is kind of crazy.
8th grade, right? 8th grade or
I did.
freshman year?
I knew you in 8th grade, but I think we officially became friends. Well, I mean, you kind of knew me in 8th grade. I would tell you about my crush about Fabian. You were like, ah. But like, I think our real friendship formed in like freshman year of high school.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was freshman year basketball.
Yeah.
I think it started in basketball. Okay.
And here we are.
I know.
And I think the coolest part is I've gotten to see you go through so many phases of life. And now you teach this, you push this health and you push this financial lifestyle, which I love because you are one of the few people who really live this. You know, like you get a lot of people who are like, oh, health this and finances or be positive and be happy, but like you really live that.
Oh, damn.
And I know that.
Thank you.
Like you would be positive some days. And I'm like, why are you so fucking positive, bro? So, and I love your YouTube channel, and you're like, our beautiful connected family, and I love it. I'm like, that's me. So let me ask you this, and I know you talked about it on your YouTube, but for the people who don't know, when do you feel like your transition started, like your spiritual awakening of like health and abundance, and all that good stuff? When did that start for you?
Okay. I want to say like it started like 8 years ago. I like started getting into health because before I was into health, I was drinking every day with my coworkers, eating fast food, like just feeling like shit every day. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, can I cuss? I was just feeling like crap every day. So I got into health and I don't know what it is with me. I don't know. My soul is crazy, but it always wants to do it.
She ain't lying, y'all. She ain't lying.
It always wants to do the hardest thing. So I got into bodybuilding, and that's where like health started for me.
Oh goodness, I remember that. That is shout out to Drew, crazy ass.
Ooh, Coach.
And then she was like, "Well, you should just come with me and fucking do the workouts." And I was like, "I don't want to do this. Ariana is hard." She's like, "Babe, it's all in your mind. You can do it if you just. That's just your mind telling you it's hard." So it's like, when do you feel like you started to become aware of the power of your mind?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Yeah.
I want to say like 6 years ago, because I started reading books.
Yeah.
And I understood like, so in books, I realized that they just keep reaffirming things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll read something and then you'll go to the next chapter and you'll read something else, but all they're doing is reaffirming chapter 1.
Yeah.
And then they just keep doing it throughout it. So I'm like, why do they do that in books? I'm like, I already understand this. But it's because the more you repeat something, the more it sticks and it instills inside of you, you know? So I'm reading all these books and I'm like, okay, my first book is about like money, Think and Grow Rich. No, that wasn't my first book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was my first book.
Yeah, I remember. You shared that with me.
Yeah. And that, let me just tell you that like transitioned my whole life and perspective. But reading books like made me realize like you can change your whole perception or reality on what you see.
Yeah.
So I think that's what like really got me into like mind. I'm like, okay, what is this mind that we got up here? Like, how do I can't even say program because I didn't understand that you are able to do that. I just got super curious about the fact that I read this book and now I'm looking at life different, you know? So I hope I answered your question. I feel
no,
like
you did. I'm just listening.
Okay.
This is a different part of me where I become the listener and I just want the people to receive you. And so I've been binge watching your YouTube because you didn't tell anybody that you had a YouTube.
I
literally found out a couple of days ago. And I was like, she's been filming for like 3 months, and I think your first video was based on changing your environment where you live, and I love that because that's really who you've always been. I remember I used to crack jokes like, Ariana, why you guys gotta live so far? And you'd be like, babe, because there's better stores, there's better, the energy's better. And I'm like, this is far as fuck. But the way you broke down the perspective of changing your environment is so important. So for the people who didn't get to see that, kind of elaborate on that a bit. Like, why is that so important? Where it started with just a move from you going from like the west side of Las Vegas to like, Summerlin or somewhere.
Right. So I just think it's important for us to like open our eyes and experience different things.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not like you moving to like a different environment in your state, I think it's important for us to travel so we can see how other people are living life.
Yeah.
Like, and I have this saying, I'm like, you don't know what's out there if you don't know what's out there. So how can you say that you want something if you don't even know that it's a thing that exists? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like changing your environment can change your mindset. It can change what you want to do in life. It can change. Say that you are raised in a home and the only thing that, okay, let's use Vegas as an example. The only thing that you've seen your parents and your aunties and your family, you see them only work like in the casinos or they're like servers or they work like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And that's all you know. You've never met an entrepreneur. You've never met someone who owns real estate. You've never met someone who trades stocks. How do you know that that's a thing? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's so important to go out and meet different people and be in different environments and see what's out there so you can just expand your mind. It's always about expanding your mind and trying to be your best self.
Yeah. Do you feel like that was something that God kind of put in you? Like, how do you get that? Like, coming from, like, you come from poverty. Like, you don't come from this lifestyle where it's like, oh, I've always just grown up around wealth. Like, you kind of had to show yourself that. No one ever taught you that.
You asked the best questions, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I think it's a shrimp and more, a little bit of pineapple.
Just.
Yeah, you drink up a little bit. Well, this is totally authentic. It's authentic. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're here and we're conversing.
I love it. And I'm like loosening up now. So I really love it. I love it. I'm not going to lie. I think God implanted some shit in me.
I think he did too.
Because soon as I started thinking big and started experiencing things. So first off, I didn't even know that there were big things out there. It's just God kind of like moved me to these jobs. And I've always been on the search. I have had so many goddamn jobs that I can't even explain. But I've never felt like fulfilled in these jobs. Never felt. So I was always searching. I was always trying to find more. It was my spirit. It was always trying to find something more. Yeah. So I really do think it was instilled inside of me.
Just the chosen ones.
Yeah, but let's speak about chosen ones.
What does it feel like to be chosen? Like, for me, I feel like you get the craziest ass whippings, but they're so beautiful. They're so worthy. Oh, but they hurt.
They hurt.
Like, I want to choose me more gold. Or just won't be regular. But God's like, no, I chose you. How did you know? Like, okay, I'm one of the chosen ones.
Oh, I feel like it happened after this last, hard moment in my life. I realized, okay, God not playing with me. God's like, get on your purpose. And yeah, that's how I found out. I'm like, do I elaborate more?
Yeah, this is totally authentic. This doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh my God.
Let's drink up a little bit.
All right, let's drink up. Let's just drink up.
Let the people watch us do what we do. This is just...
We're going to turn the mic on. We're going to turn the question back on you while I drink up. Okay. How did you know that you were the chosen one?
Dang, that is a good question.
Isn't it?
I feel like I knew that I was chosen because I never felt normal. I never fit in. I never felt like I belonged to my environment. Like, I remember being a little girl in the ghetto and I was like, oh, I don't belong here. You know,
Right.
like
Mm-mm.
like, you know, and like when people see me, they're like, "Oh, you grew up here." I'm like, "Yeah, but you wouldn't ever tell."
You cannot
I mean,
tell.
sometimes, you know, we have our moments, but I just feel like I just always just felt I had a bigger purpose. All jokes aside, I just
Mm.
always felt like I knew I was here for something. I didn't know what. And I think we both talked about it. Like when we were, like I told you, dude, I used to go crazy with my Barbies and my imagination.
Oh my.
Dude, I play with Barbie. I did never wanted to stop playing with Barbies, bro.
No, like my mom had to like, well, I threw them away or I
But
gave
it
them
was
away.
kind of like
But
you
it was
felt
forever.
guilt. Yeah.
I think before freshman years when I threw them away.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, Mom,
remember
nobody
I
else
told,
playing with them anymore.
and I was so sad. I was like, "What you mean? I gotta get rid of Barbies?" And I
No.
didn't want to, but I just felt. Actually, no. I think mine might have been like 10th grade.
I don't believe you. You talking?
I'm not gonna because my Barbies was
No.
making music videos and stuff. I was like,
Stop.
she ain't even going on tour yet, bro. Like,
I need one more year. I need one more
because
year.
the way I got lost in my imagination, that's when I knew like I would channel my imagination through my Barbies. Like, and it's crazy because everything I'm doing now is what I did with my Barbies. My Barbies were already doing interviews and music videos, and they were like media personalities, and they were actresses and actors, and I was already doing that. I couldn't even play Barbies with other people because I was like, you about to just make your Barbies hump and do bullshit. Like my Barbies have careers and like
They
lives.
have goals and purposes.
No, seriously, like my Barbies is working. Like this Barbie is this. My Barbie had like each Barbie has set identities. They couldn't go outside of that. Like that's the Barbie she was. Like this Barbie plays this role. So it's like it took a minute, and then my mom was like,
she like, baby, it's time.
and I was like, why? But yeah.
But why?
I think it's crazy, but let's talk about the power of imagination.
Okay.
What is the power? Like, how do you feel about imagination? How do you feel like it serves a purpose?
Oh, it serves a purpose.
That's how you know she feel it when she started telling you, baby.
No, why do I say baby like that? No, but facts. I'm a huge visualizer. Like visualization is like a part of like one of my connected like habits that I have.
Yeah.
So I really do think it's so important to see this thing happening, feel those emotions behind it, and just to fully embody this thing that you're seeing in your mind before you actually like bring it to fruition.
Oh, that's good.
You know? And what's wild is when it comes to fruition, it's like this norm that you have when it comes, because it's like there's no fear there. Like I already saw this. I already knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So one thing that you've always been, I always thought you were like an alien. I think we all did. Like,
no, I'm not gonna play with
for
you.
people who don't know, like Ariana does not have like your typical female emotions. Like the way, like you could have a heartbreak, and the way you handle a heartbreak and the way she handles it is like not the same. Trust me. Like it didn't seem the same at the time. Like
until
you've
recently.
always seemed, not even that. It's just like I felt like you've always mastered your emotions, and you've always been able to remain positive no matter how ugly life was for you. How did you develop that, and how challenging is it to always stay positive? Because you are truly one of these super positive people. Like every day you are positive. It doesn't matter if your world is spiraling, you're still going to be positive. And that is a different type of power.
Babe.
I mean, I'm just being honest here.
I'm just being honest here.
Listen, we got the tequila in our cups. I've had way more to drink than you. I
think I need a little more tequila, but
we're going to make her take some shots. Don't Marcos.
I'm ready. Okay, so I honestly don't know. I feel that, okay, so I'm not going to lie. My recent breakup, it wasn't recent. The breakup that I had, that shook me. Because, you know, masks were unveiled and things like that. Like people you really thought you knew, you didn't know. So that threw me off course, and it almost made me not want to stay as positive as I am. But when I talked to God, God was like, no, baby, we here for bigger reasons than people outside of us. Like nothing outside of us truly matters more than us. Like our light is so much more important than letting someone's actions that probably has nothing to do with you determine the way that you feel.
Yeah.
So I was able to bring myself back to me and really connect with me and then go back to my positivity. And I was like, life is good.
Yeah.
You know, like I just feel like life is so good. Like when you truly just focus on everything that is working out for you, life really feels that abundant and that great.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone has a fucking fire burning behind them, you know, but don't put your attention there. You have a choice.
Yeah.
Like put your attention on what's working out for you, even if it's the smallest evidence of like you starting a career in something new, you trying to be an entrepreneur, whatever, even if you like love like the job that you work, like focus on that. Focus on the beautiful people that love you. Focus on the money that you do have. You know, like we put our focus on what's going wrong in our life, and that's why your life seems sad or down.
That's my problem.
I don't think you have that problem.
I mean,
though.
it's not as bad as it used to be, but I find myself like focusing more on what I lack versus what God has in store for me. So it's like that abundant mindset is what I'm really trying to like just think this way. Think it, change it. But sometimes I feel like I've just been so embedded in negativity over the years that it takes a lot. Unlearning it's a mother freaker, let me tell you.
Baby.
It's a tough one, but
it truly is.
To go back to the breakup briefly, I don't think I've ever seen a woman handle a breakup. What was it? Y'all already got like what,
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a woman handle something so beautifully. Like, I don't know if I think I did tell you. I was like, you are a different type of woman. Again, thought you were alien because I'm like, I would have just fucking crashed out. But like, you handled that in a way that a woman of God would have handled that. And it was just beautiful to watch. It was painful to watch, but it was also beautiful at the same time because I'm like, wow, she's crazy.
I will cry right now.
You can totally cry because I'll probably cry at some point, but it was just kind of, dude, it was just crazy. Like we think over the years, like, oh, I knew this thing for a couple months. My feelings are hurt, but like 18 years. Yeah. And you handled it with grace and respectfully. Like, I ain't see you burn no shit. You ain't break no windows. You ain't do nothing. He was like, I still wish the best. And I'm going to still move with God. And you were still meditating through it. And that shit was crazy.
I love you. I love you. I love that you see all the beauty. But I'm going to tell you right now, in my head.
Come on, tell me. You was tweaking out.
In my head, I saw myself beating somebody.
Because your ass crazy. Like... That's what they don't. That's why God made you like that. Because you really crazy. For real, you get. No, I try to tell my papa, like, y'all let that sweet shit for this motherfucker will tweak out. She will tweak out.
It was a close one. But then I realized I just always come back to me.
Yeah.
You know, and ooh, that was the toughest thing I've ever been through. That's crazy that a breakup is the toughest thing I've ever been through.
I mean, is it really though? Like, 'cause that's love though.
Yeah.
And not somebody you grew up with. Like it
was my best friend.
Yeah,
for sure, my best friend, one of my best friends. But
so, how do you feel like what's your perspective on love now? How do you view relationships now? I should say.
I'm gonna be real. Like I'm so in love with love.
Like I love that.
Like I know God.
Don't become bitter.
Ever. Why would I close my heart off to somebody who wants to love me? Because I love love. I love giving love, and I love getting it. So I would never close my heart off to love. But I want to ask you, how do you feel about love?
I'm totally the same way, but I'm a Pisces, so I just I've always there has been times where I'm like, well, niggas ain't shit, but as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't want to stop loving because somebody hurt my feelings. I want to continue to love because I'm going to find my person. And I've never been in a relationship, but I still have hope. I'm like, my person, Oh, sometimes I crack jokes. I'm like, he's probably dead, but
Stop playing. I never heard you say that.
but like I don't want to hold my man or whoever in the future accountable for what somebody else has done to me.
Exactly.
I believe in, I don't know, like I just love love. Like I'm a lover. Like I think it's just dope to be able to love somebody and build with somebody. So to be a bitter woman, I don't know. That's not me no more. Like I'm just kind of like, you hurt me, it's gonna hurt for a little bit, but I'm gonna give my love to somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna be miserable forever?
Yeah.
You know what? Like there is so much beautiful love out there. You just gotta heal.
How do you feel like? Okay, so have you been like dating and stuff now or not yet?
Okay, so no, because I've been super focused on like building my empire and
Okay, good.
career wise.
Okay.
But now I'm like open to it. Like now I'm like opening myself up to it. I'm like, all right, God, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to date now. Like I'm super open to it.
But that's also good too. Like sometimes you just really gotta lock in on yourself. And I feel like I've gotten to see you literally transform your entire life. Like you were a very well-off woman. Like you have built it all. How the fuck how? That's the question. How the fuck how? That's it right there.
How the fuck how?
If somebody's like, I need to change my life, I'm trying to be wealthy, I'm trying to be abundant. Like, what am I doing? Talk to me right now.
So sweat, blood, and tears. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so this is a great question.
You need to take a shot for it?
I mean, let's take a shot.
You should take a shot because I'm like 8.
I love that.
I'm 12 shots in.
Okay,
I did like 2 other things.
And then re-ask me that question because I feel like you said how to build it.
Let me remember the question.
Is it from scratch though? Asking like building wealth from scratch?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just answer this question real quick. For me, I have a video on this. It's called How I Invested Broke. So I realized
I did not watch that one yet.
You haven't watched that one? I love that you. I just love you.
I'm like 8 videos in.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I know all of them. We'll talk about you and the one on the plane, all the stuff. Like,
look at the one on the plane. Okay, so building from scratch. I think your base should be okay. So this is what I think. Let me tell you. I feel when you're building something in general, you need a foundation. Okay. So when you think about it like that, you're like, okay, how do I build the best, the most sturdy foundation so I can build this beautiful? We'll call it a house in the beginning.
Okay.
So you're trying to build this foundation. When you are first starting out, and if you have no money, you're trying to like figure out how to make wealth. You need to learn about wealth first. You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in the books. You need to watch the podcast. YouTube University is crazy.
It's real. It's a real university.
Like, it's a real university. Like, these schools can't even compete.
For free.
Like, for free.
That's good, yeah.
You know? So, and then, like, there are seminars that are free. And then when you go to these seminars, you meet people that are doing whatever this thing that you want to learn about. Like, whatever, like wealth building, real estate, finance. Okay, so first off, there are, like, a few pillars in order to become like extremely abundant.
Give them to us.
Okay, so we have real estate, we have stocks, we have business owners, and then we have entrepreneur. So those are the 4 pillars if you're trying to like build like the multi-million, billion-dollar status. And if you're trying to do those things, I believe that, and I do think that we all need a foundation in that. And I do think I'm all over the place right now.
No, you're not. Just be natural. The camera is not rolling. Talk to me like you talk to me on a regular. Like, Lou, you need to do this. You need to do that. Like, because this is truly who you are. Like, I see it. Like, I've witnessed it. Like, I've witnessed one of my childhood friends totally transform her life into a comfortable, abundant lifestyle. Like, you literally... You can vacation when you want. Like, it's not like you're not in that space where we're like, oh, girl, I got to save. You like, oh, we can go tomorrow if you want. You know, like you've done that for yourself. Yeah. So it's like, you know. And I think sometimes you don't give yourself the credit that you deserve because you're like, well, I'm still learning. But it's like, yeah, I think you done figured it out. Like,
damn, baby, that means so much to me.
And even like watching how you would study trading and being the beast in trading. You ain't take your shot yet, but
You're right.
yeah, you know.
I was trying. I was trying.
That's not a shot. That's pineapple juice in there.
No. This is champagne. But I was trying to do the pillars of success.
You did, and
Those
you
are
know what's
richness.
crazy? Because something in my spirit has been really pulling towards real estate. And this year, I was in a lot of doubt about continuing entertainment. Only because life started getting hard. It still is, but it's like, okay, God, this isn't paying the bills. Like, what the fuck, right?
Right.
But I've always had this interest in real estate. Like, I've always, not even just real estate, but just ownership, period.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll look at land and like flipping properties and just actually buying land and all that stuff. Like, it's very interesting to me now. And I feel like to be this age and not own anything, it kind of bothers me.
I mean, don't let it. I feel like you're on your different. Everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah.
Everyone's learning what they need to learn at the time they need to learn it. So it's sparking a little light in you right now. So that matters. You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe right now is the time.
So let me ask you this. Are you one of the financially successful? Like, are you super strict on like your budget and how much you spend each month? Like how?
Okay. I do think everyone should start there. I do think everyone should be extremely strict, but I'm not like that strict anymore.
Because wait a minute though, because I'm glad you said that because I feel like, do you feel like, sorry, because I've been drinking a couple episodes.
We've been drinking.
I've been drinking. I feel like I got the whole budget and sheet now, right? Yes. But I think that I could figure it out without being as strict. But I don't know if that's like my ego, like, oh, I can do anything. But then I see you. You don't know how much you inspire me and how much I look up to you. I'm just like, but I have a friend who, you're still very aware of your finances and what you do, but you still live.
Absolutely.
So do you feel like you have to count every single dollar? This is me just like asking for financial advice.
Okay. So my thing is, I think it depends on your goals and and it depends on where you are in your journey. Okay. Yeah. Like in the beginning, you do, you know, just keep it so real and raw. Like you just gotta fucking count every penny, especially if you're not making that much money. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then once you go on your journey, you start learning how to make more money. You start understanding like where you should invest. You just start understanding money and how it moves and how it works. Yeah. You know, you even start the smallest things like when I buy clothing, I buy quality clothing.
You do say that because I remember I was trying to buy Shein. She was like, baby, look it. If you spend this, it's going to last you longer because you're going to have to buy this 8 more times. I was like, damn, that makes sense. But I don't want to hear that right now because this is $5 and that's fucking $200. But it makes sense.
You know, like I'll buy like a nice button-up shirt or like I'll just buy like nice pants and they'll be like, yeah, like 200, you know, not crazy expensive, but they'll be like.
But they last you longer.
But they last me forever and they're my staples and I don't wear that many things. I don't have that many things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like quality, like, and we should want quality in everything we do.
You do. And that's another thing that you're really great at is just like, one thing that you always said, even before this went viral, which you don't really pay attention to the internet, but there was this lady, her name was like Dr. Bryant. She went on Cam Newton and she was like, low value men, high value woman, whatever. But when I was living with you, you would always say like, I'm a high value woman. Like I need to be a high value woman. I need to dress like this. I need to present myself like this. Like, when did you figure that out? Like that you have to present yourself in a certain way. And I saw it. Like you just changed your whole look. He's like, I need to dress like wealth. And that's how I'm going to attract it.
It's when I started learning about money. It's when I started learning about
money. And
you
have a crazy point of view of money. Like, how do you view money? Tell the people how Areania views money. She's like, baby, you can make $10,000 tomorrow. I'll be like, Bro, my account negative, babe, but tomorrow could be $10,000.
No facts. I just think everything is belief. So I think that what you believe you can acquire or what you are worth is what you will see.
That's good.
But behind it is like a little deeper than that as well. It's like, what are the habits that you have every day? Like, what are the beliefs that you have every day? What thoughts are you having behind the fact that you can have this lifestyle or that you do have this amount of money?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like some people, they're like, okay, I'm affirming, but are you counteracting? Is it counteract? Like when you do something on the opposite side of it? Okay, so
I don't know.
So we're gonna stick with
I
counteract.
think so. It sounds right.
It does. Okay, we're gonna stick with counteract. But
Gianna, tap in.
Oh, Gianna is the perfect person to tap. She'd be like, it is not counteract, okay? Okay, but if you are countering that with a
Did
negative
you drink
thought,
that?
oh,
I never see you drink. That's
you are
crazy.
not playing with me right now.
Cause you just like, listen, we're just
I love
vibing
our
out.
combo.
We're vibing.
Like, I love this.
This is not an interview. This is a conversation.
No, it is, and it feels so comfortable.
Good.
Like I'm just talking to my best friend's sister.
Yeah.
Rider for life.
We have grown up together, and for people who don't know, me and Ariana used to argue over everything. Not everything. It was when we get drunk. When we got drunk, every time we got drunk, we'd argue. Most of the time, it was me. Now that I'm older, I could be accountable. Because I was like, why are you being so fucking nice? And I hated everybody. And she's like, baby, they're good people. They're bad. I'm like, I fucking hate everybody. You just beat everybody. Fucking friend. All these bitches are weird. I fucking hate all of them. But, like, I mean, I feel like even this past year, you've always been like a great sister to me. But, like, just even seeing me at rock bottom, I feel like that's when it counts the most. That's when you really get to see people. It's like, okay, are you really going to be here for me when I need it? And I feel like every friendship gets put to the test, and you were there. Like, I had nothing. I had nowhere to go. I had no money, nowhere. And you just opened your arms to me and was like, I got you.
I love you.
And it was never like there was no catch to it. It was no, and you never made me feel small. It was just like, I got you. Like, just whenever you need it. And I feel like you don't get that every day. Do you feel like our friendship is so, not just our friendship, but just like the circle of friends we have, because we all have our like different connections to people.
Right.
Do you feel like it's something that's rare?
I think it's absolutely rare. I really do. I 100% think so. I think people have like ulterior motives when they like meet people. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what can I get out of this person? Or, ooh, they're doing this. Let me be their friend. It's like, damn, how about you just love my energy, love my vibe, and that's why you want to be my friend. But I noticed, and God is good, God takes people out of your lives that do not belong there.
Don't make me push this gospel music, because I got it. You want to hear the gospel? You going to preach on it when I press it?
Hey.
I said, Lord.
God is good all the time.
All the time.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Because sometimes you're going to have people that come in your life.
Snakes in the garden, baby.
And they're going to be slithering. And they're going to be sliding.
But gotta come through.
Okay. Correct. This is good. I love this little church instrumental I got going on.
I love that. Oh my God.
Carry on though.
Where were we?
I think I interrupted you for sure.
No, it's okay though. I love
play
this
my church instrumental.
No, but I loved that.
But we were talking about friendship, and
is it
okay,
rare?
so I feel like female friends are hard to find, and I feel like me personally, I feel like I'm blessed because a lot of women that go through female friendship shit, I'm like, ooh, wow, I'm really lucky because like they be going through shit. I'll be like, you did what to her, and y'all still friends? And I feel like we've even something as simple as like one thing we always had as friends is like, if one of us go to the bathroom, nobody goes to the bathroom alone. Nobody goes with a guy alone. Nobody does nothing. But a lot of women don't do that. And I think in my older years, I never realized how important that was or how beautiful that was for us to even have that as young women. Because we used to be wild and drunk.
We were out of control.
But no matter what, it was like you never leave with no man alone. If I got to watch you fuck, not you, because you was always in a relationship, but It was like, girl, if I gotta watch you do this, or if I gotta watch you piss, like I will. You will not go alone, and that's something we always had.
And I think that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
And I thought it was a norm until I would go out with other people. I'm like, your friend did what?
You like, you gotta go to the bathroom? Okay, bye. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, you let her
You going
go.
to that dude's house you just met 3 minutes ago? Okay, bye. It's
yeah.
like, we don't know that man.
And we didn't play.
No, facts.
It's like, well, we gonna get to know him together.
Exactly.
I guess Buddy's both of our friends. It's like, hey, Bud, so she obviously wants to do something, so I'll just be out here on the couch or whatever. Okay, let's get back on track. Okay, so with abundance comes health plays a big part, and you've always been really serious about your health, especially once you actually competed. And that's one thing I always hated about you. You was like, babe, do you really want to eat that? I'm like, yes, I want to eat this fucking burger. But babe, think about it. Think about how you're gonna feel. Like if you do nothing else, like when you watch her YouTube channel, listen to me. This is who she is. She's not doing it because it's a trend. She's not doing it because it sounds good. Like she eats good. She lives this shit like to the core. I think when I was living with you, that was the healthiest I've ever been, and I felt amazing.
Good.
Sometimes I still try to apply. I do, but I be fucking up though, because I'll be like, oh,
all right, what
shit,
you applying? What you applying? Talk to me.
Well, I'm very conscious of my sugar intake now. Like if I eat a lot of sugar, I feel bad. I'm like, I shouldn't do this. This is gonna kill me. And then this year, since it's authentic, like I feel like I've low key been struggling with like minor strokes, kind of. And so sometimes like the left side of my body gets real freaky, and I'm like, oh, I know what that is, but girl, the way God works, God is so good.
Absolutely.
But I always, I apply a little bit of what you tell me.
Okay, good.
Not even a little bit. I hear your voice all the time. If I'm eating something bad, I really hear your voice.
Oh my God.
I'm like, damn, Ariana can't never let me enjoy my fucking meal.
Wait, no balance though. I would never.
But
tell you
it
not
is
to eat
balanced
a burger.
though. But you say that though. But sometimes I go overboard, or sometimes I'm like, this is what I can afford right now.
Overboard.
This authenticity. Sometimes you can only afford a burger. I'll be like, my mind want to go here. Like I love Whole Foods. I love Trader Joe's now. Mm-hmm. But I still be looking at the back of my ingredients. You told me that, and I'll be like, look at all these chemicals. I'm gonna get it though because it's $5. But at
least I looked at the back.
Let's talk about that. Like, why is it important? Like, actually, not even why it's important, because we know. But like, when you go grocery shopping, what is that process like for you? I think that would be more of a helpful question.
Okay, so I mean,
excuse me.
Ooh, okay. So I feel like since I've been doing it for so long, now I know like when I'm in Whole Foods or when I'm in Trader Joe's, which items have 0 grams of sugar and which items I can eat and which things I can snack on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually going to do like snack runs on my page too, because I want
And you don't play about it though. Like you will, when she picks up something, you guys, she reads the back of everything. She's like, babe, you can't have that. I'm like, but Ariana. She's like, babe, look what's in that. If you can't, literally when you told me if you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't eat it.
No, facts. And like, why are certain chemicals that we have in America are banned in other countries? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, let's go deep. Let's go there. Let's take it there.
I mean, it's just like you truly are what you eat, and it's like all these chemicals are doing nothing but like this is my thing. It's so much bigger than you being in shape. Like it's bigger than that. Like it fucks up your mental. You can't think straight.
Yeah.
You can't connect to God if you eating shit. Those chemicals are truly in here like fucking up some shit and making you think weird. Like they are chemicals that are in like cigarettes. There are chemicals that are in like the car batteries. They'd be like, oh, monosodium, glutamate and all that shit, like to give it flavor. They're like, but it has good flavor. Who gives a damn? Add your own flavor. Add natural flavors. Your life or the chemicals.
That's so good.
But it's like, it's easy. It's easy to get those. It's easy to not read the back of what something has in it. It's easy to not like take your time and really grocery shop for Whole Foods. Like people want snacks and like microwave food, but like your whole life, this is another thing about wealth. Like if you eat well, not only are you going to feel well, think well, and move well, you're going to live forever and be able to enjoy your abundance. You're going to,
so good.
you know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to think the right thoughts to get to the money. This food will fuck up the way you think.
And I get it now. Like,
You know?
I'll be fighting you. But like it's really something that I think about all the time now, because I'm like, she's so right. And another thing is, I remember when we joined Lifetime Fitness, I literally hate every other gym now, because it wasn't even about like just the fitness aspect. It was, I remember you telling me, babe, when you come here, you're gonna be in different energies. You're gonna meet people of higher frequency. You're gonna meet wealth. You're gonna feel it. And now you do. And I miss going to that gym. I'm like, well, I can't wait to get my money up so I can go back to Lifetime. This is nasty. Y'all don't even play racquetball up in here.
Y'all don't even play racquetball.
I mean, not that I was ever a gym freak, but like, I miss the going there. I'm like, that. I think you just got it. You just have it really figured out, kid. You know that?
I love you. I can't tell you how
man.
much, like, I feel like I can't say I love you enough. Like, damn, like, you make me feel really good.
It's the truth. You just gotta have it figured out. Everything that the way you look at life, it just makes sense. From even of like, you don't want to work out every day, but you do it because you know the outcome of it.
Exactly.
Like, babe, I don't want to work out today either, but I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
Like, can we talk about discipline?
Ooh, and that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Man.
Ay. Okay.
How do you stay disciplined when you don't feel like doing it?
Okay, so first off, you are the most disciplined person that I fucking know.
Me?
When it comes to your career.
Oh, yeah.
This is
me. Yeah, but say career, because like.
So you motivated me career-wise. I feel like we all have our like niches. Like, we have our areas where like we're really fucking good at something. We can commit to something. Like, in business, baby, you are so disciplined. The way I used to see you go off.
Thank you.
I mean, go until you had no energy, which is not healthy. We're not going to do that ever again. But like your drive and your energy, like, it is crazy. Like, the discipline that you have towards business, like, it is the most beautiful thing. How do you stay motivated doing that? Like, staying not even motivated, because I know motivation's not, it's fleeting.
I think I just want it so bad. Ooh. Like, I just know. I just look at it like, God, you wouldn't give me this vision if I wasn't meant to fulfill it. Like, so I gotta get there. It's just kind of like, you showed me, like, here's a piece of candy, and it's a really good piece of candy. I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to get there. And I don't like when I can't conquer something. I'm like, I already saw it was possible.
100%.
So I can do it. And I think that's just where it comes from. You showed me it, and I want it now, because you wouldn't put this vision in my mind for no reason. And I was a kid when you put it there.
Damn.
I was literally a kid, and I was just like, entertainment, this, that, this, that, creative, this,
I mean,
that.
You talking about with Barbies, like, you was already doing it there.
You trying to sneak this with the Barbies?
No, I'm saying you've been.
Okay.
I'm like, baby, never sneak this on my baby.
No. But like, I just feel like, why would you do this to me? Like, why would you instill this in me if I wasn't meant to fulfill it? But for me, it's just, and it's what I love. So it's kind of like, why would I not get up and give this my all? Why would I not lose everything for this? This is what I love.
That's why purpose is so fucking beautiful.
Let's talk about it.
God.
Like, I feel like when I'm doing this, I feel complete. Like, when I'm doing anything else, I feel like I'm just existing. When I'm doing this, I feel like I'm living.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, there's a different spark there. There's a different fire. There's a different motivation. And I'm just like, there's a different energy.
Baby.
I'm different when I'm in entertainment versus when I'm just like existing throughout life. I don't talk. I'm going with the flow.
It's like something's moving through you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm like, whoa, what is that? That's God.
Yes,
that's God. And I feel like this was just, I feel like for me, entertainment is the stepping stone to like the highest purpose he has for me. Like, I feel like this is just a start. Like, I don't feel like this is just the overall purpose. I feel like God is like, I need you to start here, take it here, go here, and then go here. And then boom, look at all this you've done throughout the journey.
Baby.
But I gotta just stay faithful to the process. I gotta stay loyal to it. I have to be like, all right, God, this is what I asked for. I told you I was ready for it. And for me, what's so crazy is I thought I was ready years ago. I wasn't.
Didn't we all though?
Yeah.
Like people that are on that, like in their path, like on their path.
I thought I was ready.
Same, baby. Same.
But now I don't even say I'm ready. I'm like, if God is when God feels like I'm ready, that's when I'm ready. But I was like, I got it, God. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the darkness that comes with it. I'm ready for the negativity. But I wasn't. I was like, baby, you're not ready. You're not financially disciplined. You're not learning. Like, I loved the creative part of it, but I didn't love the back end of learning the financials and the business part of it. I hated that. I hated the idea of that. I was like, but that's not the fun part. I want to just embody this energy. I want to make people laugh. I want to be this person. But then God was like, you can be that, but you got to be this first.
The foundation. You
have to build the foundation that's good. And it was just like, I hated numbers. I'm like, that's not fun. God's like, then you ain't going to get where I'm trying to take you, because you can't get there without understanding this. And you can't be who I need you to be without building this level of character. It's so crazy, because as painful as these past 2 years have been, I am so grateful for it.
Right? Isn't pain beautiful?
It is so beautiful. And I used to think when people said that, I was like, you crazy. There ain't no beauty in this shit.
You like, you a sick motherfucker. No, this
but
shit
now
is
I'm
beautiful.
like, it is. Like, somebody asked me, and I want to ask you this question. If there was one memory you could hold on to forever, what would it be? Take your time. Drink on it.
Ooh.
Isn't that a good question?
I mean, great, because I'm like,
because you gotta
it's
think.
like the memories are flashing.
That's the dope part about that question, is every memory just gets activated.
I love that. And I've lived such a beautiful life thus far. So I'm like, ooh.
But if it's like, this is one memory, you gotta hold on to this one forever. While you think.
Yeah.
I'll share mine.
Okay, I want to hear yours.
Mine was honestly the struggle. I felt like, as horrific as this was, I would have never met this version of myself had I not gone through it. I never would have understood how God worked had I not gone through it. My survival skills are so elite, bro.
Baby.
It's like, damn, God. Like, because I really thought I was like a city girl. I was like, if I ever went to the country, I'm fucked. If I ever did like the show Survival, I'm fucked. I can't do it. But this is authenticity. So we're just going to be super authentic. Like, I never thought I could sleep in a car. I never thought I could find it in myself to fucking hang a sheet or my shirt on a window to close out the sun. I was like, God, I'm fucked if I have to get there. But it was such a fear for me. And you speak about fear a lot, which is what I love, because God literally is like, oh, you fear this, so I got to put you through this.
Facts.
It's like, oh shit, that's why you should have no fear. Because if you focus on that fear, God gonna get you through. Oh, you scared of that, so I got to put you through that, baby.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Damn. You speaking right now.
So mine is just, and I never understood how people was like, oh, I love this struggle. I was like, y'all fucking stupid as fuck, but baby, I'm like, I get it. It builds you in a way that what else would have motivated me to open my Bible? What else would have motivated me to consistently wake up and drop to my knees and thank God for another day? I'm like, I can't start this day without talking to God. There is Absolutely
like,
no
what?
way. I feel like it's disrespectful.
It's weird. It's like, what? My day starts with God, me, source,
What?
life, universe,
Come
whatever you
on.
believe in. I don't get out of my bed until I connect to me.
Ooh, that's good.
Like, I don't play around. God has been making this all happen my whole entire life. So why am I not talking and connecting and making sure that God keep moving through me? Because God know the way.
That is true. I have another question. But before I ask you this next question, you didn't give us our memory. You would never
I
let
have
go.
it. I have
Okay,
it. I
come
have
on.
it. I have it.
Come
Okay.
on. I said
So-
memory because it's fucking champagne.
Because
Sydney.
memory. Okay.
Man,
so
what you drinking your cup? Because I feel like you ain't-
Sincoro.
that cup is empty.
Baby, no, it's not. I'm
Finish it
sipping.
and pour another one.
No, I'm scared of you.
Because I had like way more. Okay, go ahead and answer the question. Then.
Okay.
I'm gonna peer pressure.
And then
you.
I'll peer pressure you after. Okay, so a memory that I never want to let go of is when I first found God. Like when like the light finally came on and like God moved. I went through the hardest time of my life. I broke down. I rebuilt myself up and I talked to God and I said, God, use me. I don't even know where that saying came from. I don't know. It just popped up inside of me. And since I started saying, God, use me, God's been using me. Like, I have not moved on this journey by myself. Even when I was growing up, I wasn't moving on this journey by myself. But now I'm aware that God is moving through me.
Question.
Let's go, baby.
Can you call on me?
Lou?
Hi, Miss Hewing. So when God uses you through the hard times, how do you deal with that? When God uses you, He uses you.
God uses
It's like, baby, you know you don't get to control how I use you, right?
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so how God uses you through the hard times. Give me an example because I felt like the hard times brought me to God using me.
Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, I like how you reversed Uno that right there.
Not reversed Uno.
Okay, say like God has to use you for an example for other people. So I gotta put you through this so I can walk them through. I'm whoop your ass, basically.
Facts. But
you going to take this ass whooping in the most graceful way to show the masses. This is how God gets you through. God uses you like that.
Okay, so you're asking me like, how did God use me in like a hard moment in my life?
Correct. Like if He had to really make an example out of you, kind of thing.
So this is what I believe. I realized, okay, so my hardest time, going back to it, it was a breakup that I had because it was a betrayal. And at the same time, this other girl that I knew also went through a breakup.
Yeah.
And God used me through my breakup, and I healed. I did everything I needed to do. I sat with myself. I like let it all out. I shedded layers of me that no longer belonged. I shined light on dark aspects of me that are inside of me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I realized how bright I shined after that, like how free I was. But on the other side of the spectrum, there was another girl that was going through a breakup, which is a friend of mine at the same time as me. And instead of going inside and going to God, she chose to jump in another relationship. And she started getting really like, now she's like drinking heavy liquor every night. And she's like, she's not connecting to herself. And I feel like God wanted to show people that even when something is so fucking hard and you feel like you have hit rock bottom, I will bring you back to life. You just got to come back to me.
That's good. Yeah.
You know? So if that answers your question.
No, it did.
Okay.
You got to just come back to me. That's crazy.
It's like, it's always coming back. The only time
you got to stay faithful.
Yes. The only time we go through these, like, I call them tower moments. The only time we go through these moments where you feel like you've lost everything is when you disconnected from life. That's when depression comes up. That's when anxiety comes up. That's when you feel lost in life. It's because you're not connected to source. You know, it's like you are life. But when you're not connected to it, you believe that things outside of you are like life is happening to you. Like, no, baby, you live from the inside out. You're
Yeah.
creating from the inside what life truly is. So whatever you believe on the inside is what you're going to see on the outside.
That's good.
Right?
That's good.
Okay.
That's you be talking. I'm telling you, be talking crazy. Like you guys, I'm telling you, tune into her YouTube channel. How do you like YouTubing? You're officially a YouTuber. You're a content creator. Do you like it? Is it different? Is it
So first off, thank you to you and Elizabeth Reed. You guys
Yeah.
definitely, no, seriously. You guys have been telling me to like get into it. And I'm like, I don't have time. I got to do this. But it's like, I realized that God had me learn the foundation first. God was like, you love food. You love talking, like you love preaching.
You do love.
I'm so obsessed with food.
Sorry, but go ahead before we get into that. Go ahead.
God's like, you love preaching about like abundance. You love like teaching life, and you love food. And I remember when I lived in the apartments across the street from the park, you came out to visit me, and I was like, I don't know how to put everything that I do into one page. You were like, just be you and put it all into one page. You'll figure it out. And I was like, I don't know how. That was like 7 years ago. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And that's exactly what God told me to do. And that's how I know that God uses people as vessels.
Yeah.
You literally told me the same thing God told me to do.
And you do the same thing.
What? With what?
I'd be like, I feel like this past year, I think it's been probably the most vulnerable part of our relationship as sisters. Like, I think we had no choice but to like peel back all the layers. I'm like,
absolutely.
no, I'm fucked up. I'm not perfect, but the way you look at life, I am so serious about that. Like the way you've always incorporated like health and abundance, it goes hand in hand. And like, although I fight you one step, I'm like, Ariana, I want a donut tonight. You're like, baby, no. But I think about that every day. Like even the way you've changed your mindset to think wealth and to think that everything is possible. Like I've applied that so much into my career now, where it's like, baby, you are worth this. You can make any dollar.
Facts.
Like if you put it in your mind, you could do it. And I used to just think you're just doing this positive bullshit. To be real, I'm like, Ariana, you just being positive and it's bullshit. But then I saw you. Like I saw somebody I grew up with who we struggled together. It was like, shit, we gonna split this bill. We're gonna walk out.
Facts.
But I saw somebody transform their life where you live like, babe, I could do what I want because this is how I think. This is how I view money. You'd be like, babe, this is only this much money.
Facts.
And I'm like, Ariana, this is a big number. And you'd be like, that's how you think. That's what you looking at it like that. Or it's like, if people can spend this amount of money, why can't you do it?
Facts.
And I never thought like that. I was like, because they crazy and I can't afford it. And she's like, and you just be like, babe, you're saying you can't afford it. You can afford anything. And I'm like, Ariana, shut up. He's like, babe, no, I'm serious. You can afford anything.
Facts.
You have to put your mind there. You have to do it. Like you've been preaching what a lot of these people in these spirituality books or channels have preached. And you not only preach it, but you live it. I think that's the difference for me. It's like, you can tell me anything, but if I don't see you doing it, I'm going to take it different. I've seen you do it.
Love you.
I see you doing it.
Yes.
I see you living this life where it's like, babe, this is just it. If you put this in your head, like, I don't think there's a limit on money or wealth for you. And I think that's so beautiful. You're just like, well, I'm here, but now I want to go here and I can get it. And you believe it. That's the key. You have to believe it. You used to tell me, like, babe, well, if you don't feel it or you don't think you can do it, then you're not going to do it. And I was like, Ariana, because it's not possible. You're like, babe, I've seen it done. And that's a big part. Like, if I don't believe it, I'm not going to achieve it.
That beliefs it's everything. It's everything. And we don't understand, like, the mind is so powerful.
It is.
Like, it's so powerful. Like, the subconscious mind. Okay, so when you think about something and it's not even real, it hasn't even happened, and it scares you, can it truly scare you? That's how powerful your mind is. It's not even real. You thinking it in here, it hasn't even happened. It's not real. You like a bear coming after me. You thinking about it in your mind, and you truly get scared. That's how powerful your subconscious mind is.
Yeah.
So why can't you implant something in there that makes you grow.
Yeah.
That gives you everything that you want and believe in.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Because your subconscious mind is always activated.
Yes.
And I think once we understand that, because I remember I was like, babe, I'll fall asleep watching Menace to Society. You was like, babe, that's horrible. I'm like, and I'm wondering why I'm waking up, it's like gunshots going. And but it's really a thing, like your subconscious mind is like, it's the core to your mind, really. And it's like, once you understand that,
baby,
like once you take control of that, you can do anything.
You can do anything.
You are unstoppable. No. And it's just like, if I got control of my mind and I put God first, it's really not much you can do.
Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, we motherfucking unstoppable.
I'm
like, I don't think us human spirits, beings, like, we don't understand how fucking powerful we are.
Yeah.
The reason we don't understand our power is because we let life determine what is real. We like have all these limiting beliefs from our childhood, from parents, from even teachers that taught us shit in school. They like, oh, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You projecting on me. I can do whatever the fuck I say I can do. Whatever I believe I can do, I can do. And that's how life really works.
Yeah.
But people don't get there because they're like, I'm afraid to believe in me. Why are you afraid to believe in you? Because you might fail. Failure not fucking real. Failure is you learning a lesson. Then you grow from that. And then you move on to the next thing. You never fail in life. God's trying to teach you what you need to get to that person that you say you want to be. That's all it is.
Come on, because you win your bag. Because you win your bag. What is failure? Failure is a lesson.
It's a lesson.
And
it's a lesson.
That shit is real.
It really is.
We've talked about health. We've talked about abundance. Or I think that before I let you get out of here, how would you define sisterhood for the women who just like, I don't have real homegirls?
Ooh. I think it's all about authenticity. Name of the podcast. I mean, loyalty. Like unconditional love. And vulnerability.
Yeah. To go back to loyalty, do you feel like, because I feel like one of my flaws is I'm too loyal. I feel like I'm more loyal to people than I am to myself. Ooh. So when it comes to friendships or sisterhood, do you feel like there should be a line of like, should there be a line drawn between like, okay, loyalty, where I'm too loyal, where I'm not telling you when you fuck up kind of thing? You get what I'm saying? Or I'm loyal. I'm more loyal to you than I am to myself.
Oh, so nobody comes before you. Okay. So that's definitely like nobody come before you, baby. So obviously like be loyal to you first, but you're a good ass person, Lou. Like everyone knows that knows you. Like when you love somebody, you love so hard. And I think that we can't let those people that took advantage of our loyalty and let that help like make us move a different way towards the people that actually want to love us back the same way. You just need equal give and take. Like I'm here to be your loyal friend. You are. You know what I'm saying? And like, and you got other friends, Gianna, shout out to Gianna. Like you have friends, you know, that are there to be there for you and give you equal give and take. So no, don't stop being as loyal and as real as you are as a person, because you're a beautiful being and people deserve that love.
Do you really think that? Because I feel like I'm a cunt.
I think you are such a you have a hard exterior, but it's because you've been hurt before. Like you are so nice and soft on the inside. Like when someone really knows you, like there is no no other love like yours. Like you are so
Don't
real.
Make me cry.
I'm just being real, baby. Like you're like, I even feel like me leaving like Las Vegas and like moving to like another state and like experiencing like weirdos, like helped me realize like, baby, you got real friends back at home and like lose one of them. Like this girl has rode for you since day one. She ain't never did no weird shit to you. But when you like go out in life, you see that motherfuckers are really weirdos. You be like,
it makes you run back
no,
to your.
it makes you.
I run back to y'all. I'm like, oh my God. No, that's real.
Because people don't love themselves. They don't know who they are. They're not loyal. And you like, isn't that normal to be loyal? No.
But it's not.
Exactly. Oh, you're naive because that's all you know is loyal motherfuckers. We were blessed to like get to know loyal people.
Yeah.
But then you encounter those motherfuckers that ain't, then you like, all right, where my real ones at?
I need her.
Let me run back home.
It's scary out here. These bitches.
It's too real out here with these weirdos, bro.
They be sharing niggas. I'll be like,
they be sharing.
Wait,
niggas.
you guys did what? I don't know how to navigate through this. I don't know what I see me, but
I really love you. You're really my friend, but I want to fuck your man. Is that okay? Okay, I'm just saying.
No, that's real.
That's what I'm saying. Like the shit is weird. It's weird. It's just like
I be thrown off.
No, I'm thrown. But yeah, it's weird.
And I feel like a part of me is like, see, that's why I was the mean friend because it's weird out here.
You were so protective, and I love it. You remind me of my sister. She's so protective like that.
Shout
She
out
a
to-
Pisces.
I
Yes,
love
yes. She's so protective.
but yeah.
I'm glad you knew exactly who I was talking about.
Because you always tell me, you're like, you remind me so much of Candace. I'm like,
because she'd be like,
these motherfuckers.
this is not your real friend. I'd be like, let me see for myself.
And that was me. I was be like, Lou, be nice. I'm like, I can't make any promises, but I'm going to try. But
wait, are we getting out of here? Because I want to ask you a question
before we go.
All right. So give me the next spread. 1 year, 5 year, 10 years. Where do you see yourself?
Oh, that's so good. So honestly, I would always try to control every year, and I would map it out. This is what I'm going to do. This is what's going to happen next year. But every year is God's year after this. Every year, God is in control. Every year, it's what God feels like I'm worthy of. Me, I would like for God to see that I'm ready for where I'm ready to fulfill what He's put me here to do.
Yes.
I'm ready to. Honestly, I'm just ready to live in my purpose. That's every year after this. I can't break it down. 1 year I'm gonna do this. Next year I'm gonna do that. I want to live in my purpose. I want to be financially stable, and I want to be a phenomenal woman that leaves behind a beautiful legacy where it's like, when I'm not here anymore, you're going to know this is what she was. This is who she did. This is how she impacted my life.
Baby, you already living in your purpose. You know that? Like, you already touched so many people. Like, for real. Like, you are already living in it. Embody it. Don't think it's outside of you. Know that you already doing it.
What about for you? What's your 1, 2, 3, 4?
So
5?
First off, your answer was so good. I'm like, I'm gonna just take that too.
It was just I feel just for me, because I always was I really realized I'm a control freak.
No, aren't we all? Aren't we all? It was so hard for me to surrender my life to God, but I'm like, God, take it all. Take it all.
Please, because clearly I'm crashing this motherfucker out. I don't, God, this on you.
Like, wealth, career, love,
But
take it all. I'm
what
like,
do you think?
bring me a good man. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm ready for a man. I don't never have a man.
I'm ready for my soulmate. I am. I'm ready for him.
Okay, but
you like get on topic. Okay, so just overall, I'm gonna just keep following God. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep creating and doing what God tells me to do every day. I'm gonna take it day by day. I'm gonna live in this present moment.
So as far as like trading and finance, where do you see it?
Trading and finance, it's going up every year.
You're probably crazy at trading right now, huh?
I'm not gonna lie. Right now I'm like preserving my capital because I feel like the market's kind of just been going like hyperbolic, which just means like straight up.
Okay. I would love to dive deep into trading a conversation, right? But I don't know what the fuck to ask. I'm like, so hyperbolic. When you hold the capital, how are you holding it looking at? So I don't fucking know. But I know she cold. I be watching her study show. I'm like, she be looking at her charts and her screens. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but it looked like you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay,
you are
carry
hilarious. I love it. I feel like trading is gonna just be even more abundant than it already has been. I feel like God like set me up with like a financial system that's going to be able to invest into all of my endeavors throughout my purpose, you know?
I love that.
So that's what I really think trading is there for. Like at first I was like, I'm just a trader. But God, like, don't put yourself in a box. Like you here to like really give my purpose. So I think that that's what trading is for me. So I'm gonna just keep going day by day.
So are you gonna get back into the food and stuff too in the future?
I'm going ham
Like
on
trading,
food.
content creation, food. What? Before we let you get out of here, okay, what can the people expect from Ariana Hewing
Okay,
in
I
the
love
future?
this question. Okay, so
Before the camera shuts off.
before the camera shuts off. Okay, so full-time creation. So posting every single day. Food, abundance, financial, and I'm thinking about like starting this like physically connected. Like so any kind of connection with my body. So
Oh, I like that.
yeah, so like me moving, like I'm a very sensual woman and I have been my whole life, but I think I like kind of pushed it down in a box because I'm like, I'm super business. I can't be sensual, but it's like, no, I'm everything. I'm all of it.
Yeah.
I'm my shadow self and my dark self. I mean, in my light. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to like really like bring out those darker aspects of me, those things that I've been burying, but use them in a beautiful way in the world.
Yeah, that's so good.
You know, because I'm like I'm so sensual. Like I love dancing, and I love dancing like sensual. You know, so I'm going to start adding that into like my content, but in like a way to where it's like stretching and dancing and moving my body.
I was fighting. You don't play about it. She'd be like, babe, do you feel that muscle going? I'm like, yeah, it hurt, babe. No, but think about how your mind is controlling it. Move it slow.
Think about how your mind.
That is so you. So it totally makes sense. I love to hear that.
I'm glad you think so. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm super nervous to bring this to the internet, but I'm doing it.
Just do it.
I'm just doing it.
I think sometimes you have to just do it because the way the internet works is your mind. It's going to be like, but what if this and people's doing this, but what if this is weird? Just do it. Like I literally am like, fuck it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I go back to the drawing board. Like I embarrass myself on there. I'll be doing some wild shit. I'm like, fuck it. If I make ugly face or whatever, it's just do it.
But it's a trial run, so I love what you're
It
saying.
is,
You're
and
right.
some things are gonna be fucking not great. Some things are gonna be phenomenal, but also another way to look at it is there's something for everybody. So there could be this piece of your content that people enjoy. There can be the sensual content of, you know, a certain type of audience that people enjoy. Like if you have different things that you're trying, you open your audience. Like there's something for everybody. And if you have content or whatever you're doing that can bring different types of people, it's fucking $1 billion plan.
I like billion.
That's why I'm just like, don't put yourself in a box. That's why I had to change my name. I was like, I can't just be hip hop. I'm just everything. Like
There's
I can't.
So
I'm just different. Like, and just how you said, like, embodying the dark energy is like, I'm like emo. I do my dark shit, but it's like, but there's an audience for that. There's going to be an audience that I connect to this part of me that I can possibly bring over to this part of me. And like, we all grow and we help together. So I encourage you to just try everything, experience everything. Whatever you have creatively in your mind, just do it.
You give the best advice.
I don't think so, but thank you.
You are insane. You really do.
Let the people know where to find ya.
Find me on YouTube. I am, Areania Hewing. And that's spelled Areania. And then Hewing, yeah.
Do your beautiful connected family.
Oh, yeah. And come subscribe to my channel and join my beautiful connected family.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. We are connecting to ourselves, baby.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Baby, thank you for having me. For my first podcast ever.
Oh, this is your first podcast?
I love you. Yes.
I love
and I'm
you
so
too.
grateful. I love it. I'm glad
now every other one after this is going to be phenomenal. This is going to be a piece of cake. You're like, oh, I did this before.
I'm like, I do this.
They're like, tell me how to make $1 million. I'm like, oh, not a problem.
Baby, no problem. Let me tell you.
Well, what an authentic conversation.
I love you.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Areania Hewing's channel. You could subscribe here if you like. If it was worthy of a subscribe, then you will. But if not, then hey,
come on.
We'll see you in the future, and you'll probably spin the block. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.